What do you do when all you have is zucchini and potatoes? Today, we'll turn them into a warm, cheesy zucchini potato skillet. Simple ingredients, amazing flavor. Before we start, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss more cozy recipes. First, 2 fresh zucchini. Cut off the ends and grate them on a coarse grater. My kids always want to help at this stage. Last time, zucchini shreds ended up on the counter, the floor, and somehow on our dog, too. Do you also have little kitchen helpers? Tell me in the comments, because every mom has one of those stories. Next, 4 medium potatoes. Grate them the same way. Use a coarse grater to keep some texture. Zucchini and potatoes balance each other beautifully. Soft and sweet zucchini with hearty potatoes. Sprinkle the zucchini with a pinch of salt and let it sit for 10 minutes. That little trick removes extra water and keeps our dish firm, not soggy. If zucchini is out of season, you can swap it for carrots or sweet potatoes. Works perfectly. While the zucchini is resting, whisk 3 eggs in a large bowl. Add half a teaspoon of salt, a pinch of black pepper, and about half a cup, 120 milliliters, of olive oil. My husband always says if I grab the olive oil bottle this early, dinner is gonna be good. Honestly, he's right. Olive oil adds that rich flavor. Now, gently squeeze the liquid out of the zucchini, then add it straight into the egg mixture. Do the same with the potatoes. Where are you watching from? I love seeing your comments. We have people cooking together from all over the world, and it feels like one big cozy kitchen. Now, back to our zucchini. It has been resting with a pinch of salt, which is a little trick to draw out the extra water. Too much moisture can make the dish soggy, so let's fix that. I grab a handful of zucchini, press gently, and watch as the liquid drips right out. It's almost like magic. The texture changes instantly, and you get a firmer, sweeter zucchini ready to work with. If you have kids at home, this is the part they always find funny. Mine call it zucchini juice, and of course, my husband had to try drinking it once. Let's just say he doesn't recommend it. All that liquid, don't pour it down the sink right away. A quick tip: zucchini water works great in soups or even bread dough. It gives a subtle veggie flavor. When the zucchini is nice and dry, I add it straight into the egg mixture we whisked earlier with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then I do the same with the grated potatoes. They're like best friends in a bowl now. Tender zucchini and hearty potatoes. And this mixture is going to be our delicious base. Now that our zucchini and potatoes are ready, it's time to add some freshness. I slice up 2 green onions. I love how they add a little crunch and that mild onion flavor without being overpowering. My kids usually steal a few pieces because they like the bright green color. And honestly, I let them. It means they're eating more veggies, right? Next comes a handful of fresh parsley and a bit of dill. These 2 herbs bring a garden aroma that makes the whole kitchen smell like summer. And here's a tip. If dill isn't your favorite, or you just don't have it, swap it for basil or even cilantro. The taste changes, but it's still so bright and fresh. I also add 2 cloves of finely minced garlic. The moment garlic hits the bowl, the aroma changes instantly. It's that warm, homey scent that always draws my husband into the kitchen, asking, "When do we eat?" And for a little color and warmth, I sprinkle in half a teaspoon of paprika. It gives a soft, sweet spice and a lovely golden tone when cooked. Now I gently mix everything together. You can already see how the zucchini, potatoes, herbs, and spices create this beautiful, colorful base. It smells amazing, and we haven't even started cooking yet. And before we move on, I just want to say how much I appreciate every single one of you who cooks along with me. Your comments, your likes, your photos, they make this little kitchen feel like one big family. If you'd like to support me, hit the thanks button under this video. I truly appreciate it so much. It helps me keep creating easy, cozy recipes for you every single week. And honestly, every time one of you quicks it, I smile because it feels like a little hug from across the world. So thank you for being here, thank you for cooking with me, and thank you for making this channel such a warm and happy place. Now, let's add 1 cup of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. The flour binds everything together, and the baking powder gives it just a little lift so the skillet turns out light and fluffy instead of heavy. Quick tip, if you're gluten-free, swap the flour for chickpea flour or even fine oat flour. It works like a charm and adds a nutty flavor. Have you ever cooked with chickpea flour? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know how you use it. I gently fold the flour in, making sure everything is well mixed, but not overworked. That way, we keep all the lovely texture from the zucchini and potatoes. If the mixture looks too thick, add a tablespoon of milk or even plain yogurt. It keeps it moist and soft. And here's a fun little hack. Sprinkle a tiny pinch of turmeric into the mix. It gives the dish a warm golden color and a subtle earthy flavor. My kids call it sunshine powder, and honestly, it does make the food look sunnier on the plate. Now, time to move to the skillet. I heat a non-stick pan over low to medium heat and drizzle in a bit of olive oil. Olive oil gives that perfect crispy edge without sticking and, of course, a richer flavor. Do you prefer cooking with olive oil or butter? I'm curious. I feel like everyone has a favorite. I spread the mixture evenly in the pan, cover it with a lid, and let it cook gently for about 7 to 10 minutes. This is one of those moments when the kitchen starts smelling so homey, you just know something delicious is on the way. Our zucchini potato base is cooking nicely, and the cherry tomatoes are already sliced. Just scatter them on top. They'll bring a fresh, juicy touch to balance the warm vegetables. Now for the best part, cheese. I add a generous handful of shredded mozzarella. The second it hits the warm skillet, the smell changes completely. My husband always appears right about now, sniffing the air and asking, "Is it ready yet?" Honestly, melted cheese must be his superpower. Cover the skillet and let it cook gently for another 5 to 7 minutes, just until the cheese melts and everything holds together. And while that magic happens, let's make a quick sauce. I mix 1 teaspoon of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of Greek yogurt, 2 minced garlic cloves, a bit of chopped dill, and 1 small diced cucumber. Stir it together until creamy and smooth. Here's a tip. Skip the mayo and use only Greek yogurt with lemon juice if you want a lighter, tangier version. It's fresh, cool, and perfect with the warm, cheesy zucchini base. With the dill added, our sauce is ready, creamy, cool, and full of flavor. I love how it balances the warm, cheesy skillet we've just made. I turn off the heat and carefully slide the zucchini potato skillet onto a serving plate. The golden edges, the melted mozzarella, and those bright cherry tomatoes on top, it looks like comfort food perfection. I spoon a little of that fresh sauce on the side and take the first bite. Warm, cheesy vegetables with that cool, garlicky sauce. Oh, wow. This is pure happiness on a plate. My kids love how cheesy it is, and my husband, he's already asking for seconds before I even finish my first bite. This dish is simple, cozy, and perfect for family dinners. And the best part is you can swap ingredients to fit what you have. No zucchini? Use carrots. No mozzarella? Try cheddar or Gouda. It works every time. And before we wrap up, I just want to say a big thank you to you. Want to say thanks back? Just tap that thanks button under the video. It's such a kind gesture, and it helps me keep making simple, cozy recipes for you. Every time you click it, it feels like a little hug from across the world. Thank you so much for cooking with me and making this channel feel like one big happy kitchen.